At ease, soldiers. Sergeant Nick Fury here. I'm going to do some video series here today before they take this beta down. Give you guys a chance to see what the game is and what the game isn't. There's a lot of confusion. This is an RPG game. Straight up, man. It's an RPG game based around military, style. Just like Assassin's Creed Odyssey is, in ancient Greece, right? Far Cry series were all over the place, right? The last one's in Hope Valley or Montana. Before that, you were in Africa, and then you were in the Caribbean. And so this is what this game is. So if anybody thinks it's another Ghost Recon Wildlands just running around shooting and doing missions and picking up gear and accessories, man, you got a big surprise coming. So you may not want to play this. So me, I didn't like it on Thursday. Liked it more on Friday when I actually... The reason I didn't like it on Thursday is because I didn't see a significant amount of change over the several other ones that we had already tried that we can't talk about because we're under NDA. So that was the disappointing part. So I was a little upset, and it seemed to have more bugs than it had before. We're having a lot of problems with the user interface, with being able to get into your menus and pick stuff and do stuff. So those are like all new things that seem to have appeared. Now, I did put up a video, yesterday morning, showing you the issues that they're having. And again, but this isn't a representation of the final product, because basically they're just throwing this thing back out there. They keep the real game locked up in some frickin' vault with armed guards and dogs and barbed wire and all that crap. You know what I mean? Nobody on the outside world gets to play that. Not influencers, not streamers. There's nobody out there that is looking at the final version of the game except for internally inside the company. I will guarantee you that 100%. Everybody has the same thing. Okay, so when you first start the game, you're going to do the first mission. You're going to crash in the helicopter, right? And you're going to investigate the crash sites, right? There's 3 spots right there. I could start a new character today and walk everybody through what to expect, but I think pretty much everybody has seen that already. There's enough videos out there explaining what goes on. Then what's going to happen is you're going to end up here. Okay, and what this is this is the homesteaders settlement inside of a volcano, right? A dormant volcano. Or it could be a collapsed cenote, but since it's on a big-ass mountain that goes up, I'm going to tell you it's a volcano instead. Okay? It's not a limestone cenote in the jungle. So what happens is you end up here. Now, 2 things are going on here that you can see. One, everybody on your friends list... Okay, there's Cheshire Cat right in front of me right there. Everybody on your friends list, their avatar will appear here. That doesn't mean they're here physically, because you can see they're not moving around. They're just standing there. So that tells you they're in the game, right? Somewhere in the game, that friend of yours. Also, you're going to get all the other players that join the game. They're going to end up here too, right? Because this is like a social hub. And all people are already complaining, oh my God, I want to play the game alone. I don't want to join it and have 100 people standing there around me. Then obviously you've never played the Division 1, because that's what the terminal is in Division 1. You know what I mean? We all go hang out at the terminal right there and meet new people and, do our little emotes and dances and all that cool shit. That's what it's all about. That's what, and same thing in all the other games that you may play that, have a social hub. There's lots and lots and lots of them out there, and that's what it's all about, is socializing, right? Yeah, if you're, and this is one of the reasons, there's a couple reasons why it has to be online only. Supposedly it's going to be cross-platform playing, where if you're on Xbox, PlayStation, or PC, we can all play together. I haven't seen that yet. That's in some notes and I haven't confirmed it, but I've had two other people tell me that they saw that in the initial release video. I might have missed that, talking about it, but supposedly that's what they're going to do. And if that's the case, then yes, it would have to be online only, because there's no way somebody on the PC can play offline with somebody on an Xbox or PlayStation or vice versa. The only way that could be accomplished is there's a centralized server that everybody logs into, and then basically you run off of that, which means that's why the game is small too, because part of the game, if that's how they're going to work it, you're not going to need all the game on your computer. Now the downside is when you first log into the game on PC, I notice my hard drive goes psycho crazy, and that's because, like the Wildlands, it wants to load up the whole entire world at once because there's no cutscenes. When you go outside, everything you see, you can go to immediately. Okay, so that's a large amount of 3D objects and modeling. It all has to be rendered at one time. Okay, so depending on how fast your system is, how big your hard drive is, how much defragmentation's on it, blah, 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 you may notice stuttering and jerking and all that weird shit when you first start the game up. Okay, that's just gonna happen, right? Now, the other thing people are complaining about is, oh, there's no cami, there's no gear, there's no weapons, I gotta go out and find everything. No, that's incorrect. The user interface sucks, to be honest. I'm going to open up the user interface and I'll show you. Okay, our M key. Okay, so and here's the island. Now, right now, we're stuck in these 4 little areas for the demo. That's it. That's why we can't go down here, all the way down here. We can't go to these islands over here. We can't go to that island. We can't go all the way up here to this whole island chain up here. We can't go over there, right? So there's a lot. We can't go here. We can't go there. So there's a lot in the game that you're not seeing. I mean, a lot. And even this area right here, people are feeling overwhelmed. They're saying, wow, this is like huge and it takes so long to get around. And, well, that's because you don't have the assets like you have in Bolivia. Because it's an RPG, so that means everything you get, you got to craft or you got to buy. That's the nature of the Mistola, man. That's just how it's going to work. Okay. Now, this is the first thing that you're going to click on here is your objectives board. Now, the objectives board, it would be nice if you could just scroll out on it, like in Bolivia, and when you can see all the bosses and buchones, and they'll swing you in the middle and all that. But unfortunately, you can't do that. Here, you're going to have to move this thing all around your screen. Okay, then what you do is you click on a folder. When you open that folder up, there's your mission. Now, these are the first ones that you're going to do. These are right here, right? So when you finish those, that's going to unlock a whole bunch of crap. It's going to give you gear. It's going to give you 30,000 scale tech bitcoins, right? And then that's going to unlock this whole thing about, see, this, you can't do this right now. See, that's locked up. But it's going to open up this Aurora Archipelago. And what you can do is you can start doing all these missions right here, right? This is what I'm working on right now. Is this one right here. So then you can come up here, and here's your battle crates. Of course, you're going to have fucking swag, right? And right now I got these glasses, and then you get all the way up to the crate. I'll show you what's in the crate. Everything in these crates you can get in the game. So there's nothing that they're going to give you in this crate. None of the stuff they're going to give you that you can't get yourself by going out and killing somebody. Even that G28 Scout Wolf's rifle, right? So they have a lot of different knives in here. We have 10 different knives that you can pick. And I'll show you the vehicles and all that crap. So that's what's in the crate when you get to level 4. Now, some people already got there, and the way you get this is by doing the faction missions. Like Rebel Support, all that crap. Okay? That's how that works, right? Then up here in this area, this is a lady right here that runs a store, Maria. We just did this tutorial, right? These two, now we have this one, dismantling. So now you got to go how to upgrade weapons and all that crap, right? So, I mean, so they sort of walk you through some of the stuff that you do, right? Attachments. These are as you go out and you find these blueprints. Then what you do is You click on it, and then it'll tell you. See right here in the southern part of Fernbog Province and the Fernbog Testing Zone, southeast of Principal. So that's where you would go to find that item, right? So this is how this is going to work, right? A lot of this stuff right here, you got to go out and look for, okay? And same with the weapons. You'll pick up these, like you can go find this AUG in the southwestern part of Smuggler's Cove, in Aurora Material Deposit, right? Outlaw Valley and the East Lookout. So there's 3 different places you can find that AUG. Okay, so that's how that goes. Now, collectibles, I've already gotten that one right there. I'm not quite sure what all this has to do with anything yet. But I can go over here and get this, and it'll have my collection stash info. I guess tells you what's all the stuff's over here. Then investigations. This is what you're going to do when you first get here. You're going to try to figure out who sank the U.S. ship, who didn't, why didn't anybody raise alarms. So I've done a couple of these, and you find out this as you go around the map and you talk to people. Just like in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, right? You go out there and you chit-chat with people, and they come up with all these side missions and intel, and that's how that works, right? Cool. Just like how in Ghost Recon Wildlands, you go get the intel, and you can either get weapons gear, weapons attachment skill points, right? Rebel support, or the food supplies and convoys, right? Okay. Then over here this is how you get the this is how you're going to get when you do all these faction ones, that's how you get your your battle crates credits to unlock your battle crates, is by doing these. And you can pull those up on the map, and it'll tell you how much you get for each one. It doesn't show you here, but on the map, it'll show you what's going on. Okay. So, that's your objective board, okay? Oops, let me go back in real quick. Okay, gear. Next one. Gear tab. Loadouts. Okay, you can get to this by obviously open up your map, or you can hit L for loadouts, and you're going to come into this area here, which shows you your gear here, right? Your weapons here, and your backpack with inventory. Okay, so you got 2 scores going on in the game, right? You got your gear score, right? Gear level. Gear level is the average of the entire gear, right? That's how it works in the division, right? Okay, then you have your skill level. Okay, and your skill level, I'm at 10 right now. Your skill level is based on the 4 different classes that you can be in the game. Okay, and you can change your classes at a bivouac. I'll show you what a bivouac is in one of the next videos. I'm not gonna try to do everything in this one. This one I'm just doing the menu and talking a little bit. Okay. So it all sort of makes sense here. Okay, so that's where that comes in, and obviously we have Ghost War challenges. You can see right there, kill enemy players, right? SMG, HDG, and damage multiple enemy players. So we're not doing that right now because player versus player isn't working. Okay, gear. As you go through these gear, you're gonna see this green bar. Okay, you're gonna get 2 different types of bars, right? One's going to be like just a little green arrow, which obviously tells you that that's supposed to be a higher level, right? That's a 25, so that's a higher level than the gear hat that I'm wearing, right? Then you're going to have these, right, which has a perk, right? So when you get a green bar like that, it has a perk on that gear piece, right? 5% drone evasion, right? Technical cooldown, cool, right? So you can, so those are tied to that. Okay, that's how that works. Same with the weapons. Weapons have the same thing. This one has reload. Now, last night, for the first time ever, I found a double bonus, a blue one. So I'm assuming they're going to have blue, and they'll probably have, because this is exactly how it works in the division. Okay, when you start out, you got green weapons and you got blue weapons. Okay, it's like it goes up to these different weapon classes. So, and this has Mark 1 and Mark 2, but I'm thinking what you find. So this has obviously 2 perks on that one right there, right? Plus range and XP kill bonus, right? So you're going to level up a little faster. Okay, so that's how all your gear works. When you get a new gear piece, it'll pop up like that. Now, yeah, that one's a higher level, but it doesn't have any perk. This one's got a perk on it right now. See, now it won't show you the perk here, which is totally freaking bizarre. You got to click over here. See, so I got my health regen. So that's why I'm running. Even though that's on 25, that has health regen. The one I'm running, it won't show you until you come back out here. See, and it's 26, but it says 20. The other one says 25. So don't worry about that. Okay, now you can pick, like, if you change a gear piece here right now, like if I pick one of these other vests, it'll appear to change here, but when you go up here to your clothing option, which I'm going to show you in a second, it doesn't change there. So you have to go change it up there too. It's like really weird, man. It's like there's a lot of double thingies. Okay, now let's go over the weapons real quick though. We'll get into the hang of this. So what you do is you click on that one. See, it says change. You either click at your space bar or whatever, right? Then it's going to pull up our weapons that we have. You see, I got a perk on that one, accuracy, damage to drones, and I just picked up these M16s last night. I got 2 of them now. So, and obviously these weapons down here, I should be breaking down a lot of these older ones, because I'm not using them. But it is working now. It wasn't scrolling yesterday. It wouldn't scroll through all your weapons. It would only show you the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weapons. So now that's working. So that's cool. All right. So, but you can't. And then here, I'll show you. Let me go back. All right. If you want to change your skin, right, like what you see here, then you have to check this little box right there. It's going to be X'd over here on the left. You have to click it to do a skin override, all right? Or you can't change the skin. Now for your weapons, it's pretty self-explanatory. You can't do anything here, right? What you got to do is you got to hover over the weapon and hit G key, okay? And then that takes you into your gunsmith. Now these perks, you're going to gain these perks, right? And as you gain them, you can click on them and it'll add them, right? So it requires advanced weapon parts, right? So that's why you want to constantly break down your weapons. So if I would go start breaking down all my LMGs and all that crap, I would get these little things right now, right today, because I got all other weapons. So that's why it behooves you, like in the Division, to get rid of all your weapons, because they're not doing you any good, right? You should only keep weapons at your level or right below your level, right? Maybe 1 or 2 below, and that's it. So then what you're going to do is you come over here to change each item, right? You click here, and whatever magazines you have, you can go ahead and change them here, right? There's your extended mags, all that, right? Okay. They only have a standard, and they have the compensators. Remember the compensators I showed you? We have to go out and find those on the island, like part of the whole RPG element. That's why, again, I'm trying to tell people, if you're not an RPG player, you'll have fun running around and shooting people and blowing shit up and getting killed and all that. There's a whole military aspect here. So there's a lot to do, but the game is actually based around an RPG. It's all crafting and gathering resources and all that, okay? Here's your skins, right? Now, you can change each individual piece, which is cool because a lot of people are into that, wanting to have different colors for different parts of their weapon, which is cool. And the way you do that, you just click on it. And these are the skins they give us right now. Yeah, these are locked because, see, that says Echo Warrior mission, right? Reach Assault Class Rank 3. Sharpshooter class. So a lot of people are complaining, oh my God, they're locked and I can't do this. A lot of them you're going to find, but this is the whole motivational factor to get you to keep playing the game. If they just give you everything, see, this is what happened in the Wildlands, man. People got that, and man, they just blazed through that thing and did all the missions, collected everything, and said I was done, but they didn't, really enjoy the game. So this one, they're going to, slow your ass down a little bit, and make you work for this shit. That's how that's all going to work, right? So again, you can change each individual piece, all that. Then you have to click back to get back to this menu. I'm hitting my escape key. All right, now down here to your inventory, right? Inventory, right? These are your consumables, right? And oh yeah, you got to have all these rations, and you have to craft these. That's an endurance ration, right? So that'll give you nutritional combat ration consume gain and temporary buff for 10 minutes, right? This is health regen speed, right? Reload speed, health regen, right? These are the things that are in my backpack right now. These are your resources. This is what you're going around collecting all over the island. Okay, that's why I'm telling. That's why people are like, "Oh my God, I can't get this, I can't do that." I'm like, "Dude, you're fucked because you need all this shit to craft all your stuff." Because I'm going to show you the store here, the actual store at the Homesteader site where you can buy stuff, but yeah, you're gonna have to craft. Okay, it's all about crafting. Okay, now these items right here, your frag grenade, your cloaking spray, mines, yeah, you have to carry your binoculars and swap them out. You don't have binoculars like 24/7. Now they might change that because every game I've ever played, you just hit your B key because everybody knows you're carrying binoculars in your little side pouchy here or one of these goddamn pouches here. You got a freaking pair of binoculars, right? So the fact that now they make you carry it, and you actually have to swap it out with your water canteen. Now, I haven't become thirsty. All these elements aren't taking effect right now. Okay, so the fatigue, the thirst, the hunger, none of that's turned on in the beta. This is why I'm laughing because people are like, "Oh my God, this is like this." I'm like, "Dude, you're not even getting the gist of what's going on in here." Yeah, none of that shit's working right now, or else we'd be drinking fucking water like a mofo, right? If you guys checked out Scum at all, okay, I play Scum. Scum's a whole survival type game, or if you do any survival type game, then you know what I'm talking about. You get thirsty, you get hungry. I've been playing this for 35 hours. I haven't got thirsty or hungry yet because they don't have it turned on. Now you can eat this stuff and get these little buffs. Yeah, the buffs are working, but you're not getting the fatiguey part. Okay, so basically, like I said, if you want to use one of these items, you got to swap it out, right? They have to be swaps. You can't have binoculars and a canteen at the same time, right? So you're gonna have to swap out one of your rations for your binocs. Same thing with mines, right? Go over here, you can swap it out for any of these other items here, right? You got the little breaching torch, but you only have 4 uses with that, and then you got to craft another one, right? See, bandages can't be changed. Syringes can. See, if it has a white border around it, you can swap it out. If it doesn't have a white border around it, then you can't swap it out. So these two, they're not letting you swap out. So that's how that whole inventory thing is working. Okay. All right. Next tab is your actual class that you're going to be in the game. Okay. You need to be a medic, field medic, right? Combat Lifesaver, CLS, right? This is good because you got faster revive, you can carry bodies, and you can self-revive. See, the rest of us, we can't self-revive ourselves. So when we go down, see how this guy can get himself up? See, we can't do that. So that's a cool class to be in that sense, right? Then you got your heavy assault class, right? Gas grenades, hand-thrown, area-controlled device damages over time, extra health, and bonuses with assault rifles and shotguns. Okay? Then this is the class I'm playing right here. Cloak and run. Disappear behind a smoke screen, right? Self-use renders users undetectable by drones. So as soon as I spray that shit on me, when I see a drone coming, the drone can't see me. Bonus, stealth, fast movers, movement speed, right? Suppressors on handguns and some machines do not reduce damage. See, so when you put them on, see, other weapons, when you put your suppressor on, it reduces the damage. In my class, it doesn't. And the other cool thing is I actually have that tattoo, that panther, not with the lightning bolts, but I have a panther similar to that tattoo on my shoulder, so that's sort of cool. Okay, then the other one a lot of people want to be is a sniper, sharpshooter. Armor, high penetration bullets with bonus damage and muzzle velocity. Sensor launcher, launches device, marks enemies in a large area. Right? Long breath control while aiming. Bonuses with sniper rifles and DMRs. So you see how these all complement each other, right? So with She-Devil runs sniper, right? And I run this, okay? So basically I can be aware of what's going on and move a hell of a lot faster than she can, right? So I can let her know when the drone's coming. I can use my spray and then get under cover. And then she can mark the shit as soon as she puts her drone up. Bam, man, she marks everybody in the whole area. So that rocks. You know what I mean? So each of these are going to complement each other, right? You can change them at a bivouac. You can't change them here. You got to go to your bivouac. Now, as you get skill points, that's what's tied to these, right? Deploy your parachute. You get the extra XP, reload, right? These are your night vision. That's what you have to unlock all this stuff, right? Little by little, just like in the Wildlands, remember? And then you can go this way or that way. See, this I'd like to get my weapons up to 4, but we only got 1 day left of the demo, so that's not happening. Now, some people, what they did, they went straight up. They didn't undo this, and they went right all the way up here to the top of the store, right? So they could buy helicopters, and then they could get attack helicopters. And basically all they're doing is just flying around blowing everything up, which is sort of cool, but that's, So if you want to go that route, you can go that route. So there's no rhyme or reason to how you want to do this other than your personal preference. Me, I'm a stealth person, I'm a survivalist, and I'm a reconner, right? See, and I want my gadgets, upgrade C4s, right? I got that. So again, all these things are up to you. See, consumables are at Maria's shop. We'll get to that a little bit. Hand thrown devices, stuns nearby, drones, unlocks all over EMP created for crafting in Maria's shop. So there's a lot. That's why I said this is why it's an RPG, man. It's like if you can't see that, then ma'am, I don't know how else I can tell you. But that's how this all comes into play. Okay, skills. All right, customization. Right? You can't change your face, but you can change your hair, right? So you got all these hairstyles. You can change all those hairstyles if you want, right? Okay, and you can change your facial hair if you want to have all rocking any of that stuff, right? Okay, and facial scars. We're gonna have all the scarry crap going on, right? And we got the whole face painty thing. I was gonna rock this one over here because that's sort of matches my outfit a little bit better. But you don't see my face paint anyways because I got my baklava and all my helmet, all that crap, right? And then here's your tattoos. Now these tattoos, a lot of these are straight out of Bolivia. It's one thing you're gonna notice in here. There's a lot of stuff they brought over, which is, that's just how that works in, this game. There is a lot of elements from the Wildlands, obviously. The vehicles, a lot of the vehicles and boats, a couple of those are very similar. Okay, now appearance, okay? Here we go. All right, so you got head protection, right? Again, these are all the helmets that you saw me have. That Nomad hat actually has a perk on it, but I just don't want to wear it, you know what I mean? But so a lot of those will have perks too. Your clothes items will have perks on them, right? And then all the icons are still locked right now. Now you can buy Fix-It right now in the store for 10,000 credits, and they give you 30,000 after you do the first mission, so just to get you going. So if you want to buy him, you can buy him. So basically, again, you got headsets. Right now we're not rocking anything except for an earpiece, glasses. Those are the ones the Sentinel goggles are the ones that I got from that crate, the first crate. You got Oakley's, down curved. Of course, my blue ones look good. The ESS Cross, I got the whole future soldier thing going on. That's what somebody was saying. Backpack, same thing. You'll pick these up all over the freaking game. I broke down a bunch of them, but these are all so easy to get. So it's not that big of a deal to get the backpack. Tops. Same thing. All these will unlock pretty easy. It's not like a big deal. Yeah, you see they have that really Wookie ghillie suit that you can get. Face mask that I just bought this baklava in the store. And you can get the airsoft skull. And you can get the wolf mask if you want to buy the wolf mask. So if you guys want to rock that, that's so there's all the wolf, silverback, rosebud, rap. These are going to be the bad guys. Flycatcher. Yeah, they have the heavy gunner. This flycatcher guy, he's sort of like out of the wildlands. So there's a lot of cool ones, man. A lot of cool ones. Patches, obviously, we're gonna have lots of patches. If you want to run your blood type on there, you want to support Ubisoft. The Beast, a lot of these are from the Wildlands, so yeah, lots of patches here. They'll be coming in. You know how that stuff works, right? Night vision goggles. I bought mine at the store, but they don't unlock. These won't unlock until you do these missions. So none of the night visions are working in the beta right now, because I actually bought some and won't let me use them. Knives, though, they got a whole crap load of knives that you can go through. So lots of knives, because I know lots of knives. Can only equip one at a time, but lots of knives. Okay? So that's, hold on. Back in the menu there. All right, so that's, where are we at? That's the clothing. Okay, this is your lobby area, right? Where you can see who your friends are, recent, who's in the hideout. These are people hanging out. The hideout is where we're at right now. They call it the hideout. I call it the homestead. But, okay, then you have recommended favorite people. So this is your whole lobby area. Over here is, obviously, we have this whole text chat. You can come over here and see, these are all, you got to buy all these. These are all your emotes if you want them, if you're all into that emote stuff. Got the emote menu for you too there, kids. And then here's all your stats. And of course, these aren't really working right now very well, because this has me as having slid 6.1 million kilometers, which I don't think this is how far I traveled in boats, 4 million kilometers in boats already. So yes, these stats, just like in the wildlands, they're a little wacky right now. So whether or not that gets fixed, who knows, right? So and the store's not working right now. That's their store, the crap that they want you to spend real money, right? And then obviously that gear is your settings, okay? Cool. Yeah, man, I got a sore shoulder from doing that. All right, so I'm gonna finish this video up right now, and then when I come,
crazy to think that old Cold War military base is back up on operation.
my hard drive is like, the problem with this that I've noticed is,
you ever go out and play
whatever's going on their
but
side, they're constantly
Ugly,
feeding
gray
data to
concrete,
us.
rusted metal.
You know what I mean?
The
This is
jungle
why my
is
hard
so
drive
much
is
more
working the way
beautiful.
it's working right
It
now.
was the first
And the
of many
game gets a
blights
little
Westerners
jerky
put
and
on the
stuff
island.
because there's this
Yeah.
whole
We were sure it was
data
gone.
swapping
As far as I'm
weird
concerned,
shit going on, because
Sentinels
there's
are
nothing
happy.
on my local
The
computer.
only
I
thing
went
on
in
the
there and
island I
checked
don't mind is people.
everything
Yeah,
and made
but
sure
the
nothing was
ghosts
running
haunt
in the
them
background
for
weird or. Now, hopefully that'll all get rectified, because it only happens in the morning. Like within an hour or so from now, it'll all be it'll smooth itself out. So I'm not quite sure why it happens when like I said, I know the game has to load up because of the shitload it loads. So, again, I don't know if it has something to do with the fact we have all these people standing in this social hub from all over the world, from all sorts of PCs and everything, and that's causing this to happen. So, because it seems to stabilize when I get outside, except for when you get in a helicopter, then your hard drive starts working like crazy again. And then that's normally the opposite, because usually when it's rendering less objects, you get higher frame rate. At least that's on a lot of games. So, anyways, I'm going to finish this one, and when I come back, I'm going to do a whole video. We'll do a little video thing on the store over here. Right? No, I might as well just show you the store now. Okay. We'll go out. See, now this was broken for me the other day, and broken for a lot of people, where you couldn't scroll through here and actually get into the store. So for the first 2 days, I couldn't buy anything at all, man. I was screwed, because nothing would load up for me.
Take as long as you need.
It's loading up right now, in case you wonder what's going on. Yeah, see, so the first day, man, everybody, or first and second day, everybody I'm playing with, they're all in here buying weapons and attachments and all that. I couldn't even get in here. I was so upset. Now, see, this one has a perk on it, but I don't see what's the perk. You know what I mean? See, it's got a perk because it's got that green bar, but it doesn't tell us what the perk is, which is sort of weird. You know what I mean? So, because the other day the Scorpion Evo didn't have a green bar on it, and neither did this pistol. So, okay, so there's your ones that she wants to sell you, like these are the highlighted ones, okay? Then if you click on the next one, again, it's got, you see, all the stuff is like, it's all got perks, but what's the perky? What's the perk that I get? This is probably throwing distance, I would assume, and I'm not sure which perk this hunter vest comes with. And they have a whole scuba outfit, so I'm assuming somewhere in this game we're going to be scuba, doing scuba, because you get a whole, you can get the, you can get the pants, the shirt, the mask. I didn't see the fins, but okay. Now, see, these are just the regular weapons that don't have perks on them, but the price is cheaper, right? So you can buy these right now in the store, okay? And they got a shitload of vehicles in here, right? Obviously, I don't have enough money, so the ones that are red I can't buy because I don't have enough money. But they start you out with 30,000, and then you get, more as you go. So, so they got a lot of vehicles, and of course you got to unlock the armored vehicles, right? The armored ones and the armed ones and the helicopters, those you unlock with your skill points, right? Okay, consumables, you can get these, but you can't get a rocket launcher. You got to craft a freaking rocket launcher, which is like insane, man, that they make us want to craft a rocket launcher. So hopefully they change that and they put it in the store. I pretty much bought everything that was here. That's why I went through all my money, because it doesn't tell you, like, you got to go look at the weapon to see what scope and what grip you need, and then you got to come here and buy it. Is that, you know what I mean? It's like stupid. It doesn't show you here what weapons that you have that this would work on, which would make it a lot easier for everybody. So you got to like take little notes with your weapon, or say, okay, I need that scope, I need this grip, I need that, and then come over here and see if she has it. Sort of bizarre. All right. Same thing with, like I said, they have a lot of these guys. I could have got him right off the bat. There are a lot of face paints. If you want to get the wolf mask, airsoft, Beats headphone, big safari land. It's like right out of Far Cry, man. Those. So there is clothes and t-shirts and things you can get, and patches right off the get-go. You can get Fix-It's backpack. And these are the skins. People are like, oh, they don't have any weapon skins. They don't have no clothing skins. I'm like, dude, they give you 30,000 credits, man. I just answered somebody this morning, YouTube post. I'm like, dude, they give you all that money. Go spend the fucking money at the store, bro. That's why they give you $30,000 to start the game. Be lucky to give you 30 grand. So I bought a couple of the knives already. I got the Fury. I got my Fury knife already. All right. And then the card banners, we're not quite sure what they're going to use these for, but we think it's something to do with like your profile, like a profile page. You know what I mean? We're not quite sure what the card banners are. And of course, the emblems. We all got the emblem. If you're tier 1 from Ghost Recon Wildlands, you're going to have that tier 1 emblem. And again, I'm not quite sure where these go. How I don't know if these go up here on our character, because they're not on my patch, because I got a different patch on my backpack, so I have to figure out. And then of course, here's all the emotes, right? If you want your emotes, you got to come and buy them. All right. So they do have stuff here in the store. Okay, so for everybody that says, "Oh my God, they don't have anything there. It's all fucked up," and
crazy.
See, those Wookiee pants right there. That's the bottom, and then that's that Fix-It guy.
Yeah, it was just a ruin.
Because a lot of people run Fix-It. He looks like Mr. T, like a young Mr. T.
Right? But I never
all he
wanted
needs is
to
a bunch
go
of
back.
gold chains and shit.
Ugly gray concrete.
They'd be rocking
rusted
Mr.
metal.
T, man.
The jungle is so.
So I'm not sure
It
if
was
I
the
really
first time
like
lights
those,
west
but they have a
coast
lot
came
of
to
them.
the
That's
island.
the snow one that you would
We
pretty
were
much
sure
use
it
up
was
in the
haunted.
snow.
As far
And
as
then
I'm
earlier I
concerned,
saw somebody
Sentinel
walking
can
around with
have
some
that
green
one.
ones
The
on.
only thing on the island I
And
don't
I
plan
haven't
on
seen
taking.
anybody with the
Yeah,
top
but
on
the
yet.
ghosts haunt them
Or,
frauds.
and I don't know if the top has like a full head cover because it didn't look like, I don't know. Because I don't see those anywhere yet. So anyways, oh, let me go over here real quick. I was gonna walk you around. That's like some chow hall. That doesn't do shit. Yeah, see my game's going all crazy right now. That's your bivouac. I'm gonna do a little bivouac-y thing real quick. Like I said, I might as well do this all right now in just one video and just get over with it. But I don't know why my hard drive's getting all crazy. I think it's this social hub. I think this is the whole thing. Okay, so we'll get the bivouac going here real quick. And the bivouacs are, again, like your safe houses all over the island. That's where you're going to go and hang out and relax and do the following once the animation loads up. All right. So here you go. Here, this is where you're going to do your crafting. You have your tactics and preparations, right? Crafting. This is where you're going to make everything from all your syringes, grenades, charges, C4, frag grenades. And you're also going to make all your rations, right? And the way you make a ration is you click on it. We need sugars, right? Sugar rich, sugar basics. You click on that. Got one of those. Click over here. You got a coconut, right? Got watermelon. Got bananas. Pineapple. Click on that. Say craft. That's how it works. All right. So that's how you make a ration. See, pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Same thing up here, right? You need saltpeter, which we pick up, and you need some type of explosive material, right? These you get for when you shoot down drones and shit and strip down drones. You're gonna get these type of things, okay? See, these are old shells, right? You break down stuff, and that's how you're gonna craft up your charges and all that. So, unless you got money, you go buy them. But see, this is why it's an RPG. Because you got to either get money and buy shit, right, from the settlers, the homesteaders, or you got to craft it, man. So why people are like saying, "Oh my God, no, it's just like an extension of Wildlands." I'm like, this ain't like Ghost Recon Wildlands at all, except for the continuation of the story. You know what I mean? Nomad doesn't even sound like Nomad because they used him in Division 2. And apparently they couldn't pay him enough money to do this one, so that's why you got some other weird voice. Now here, this is when you can change your class, right? So if you want to change classes, this is where you change classes. Me, I'm going to work on this and just keep, going up in my rank on this one. All right, so I'm happy. And you can also mess around with your gear and stuff over here, okay? That's where all that comes in. Then the last area is preparations, right? This is where you do one of these, right? You can eat, and that increases your resistance to injury. And these are all 1 hour. Each one of these work for 1 hour. Hydrate, increases your endurance, increases drone range, increases stamina, increases accuracy, and XP gain. But you can only do one per hour, okay? That's where all that comes in. Okay, then when you get ready to leave, come over here, and you can break camp. And this is where you can change the time of day in the game. So to change the time of day, if you guys want to do a nighttime assault, right, instead of a daytime assault, or vice versa, then you're going to have to go to a bivouac close to you and change the time before you go do your mission. All right? It's the only way to do that. So hopefully that explains quite a bit as far as, like, the start of what's going on. You know what I mean? As far as, like, what you're going to see when you first join the game. Like I said, this is where you're going to be every time that you join the game. This is where you're going to end up first, right? And then from here, like I said, you can go do all the other things. You can come over here, work on all your shit. Player versus player isn't working right now. That's over here somewhere, wherever the hell player versus player was, somewhere around here. Just it's not working. And then this is where you're gonna interact. Like I gotta go talk to this dude that looks like Waylon Jennings or some shit over here again. See, I got that. See that bullseye looking circle thing over there? Oh no, sorry, that's 7.1 kilometers away. That's my mission I'm doing, looking for this Samuel guy. Sorry. There's a faction leader. See that dude over there? He looks like Waylon Jennings. That's who you're gonna go talk to when you first come here, and then he's gonna send you out on some missions, and then you're gonna go talk to Hoyt. Hoyt's laying over here at the infirmary. He's all effed up. Where's he at? Where the hell is my infirmary at? So we go find his ass. You know, because your team's all down, right?
Crazy to think that old Cold
See, there's
War
Ghost
military
War.
base
That's
is
not
back
working
up in
over there right
operation
now, so
again.
you can't do that.
Yeah, it was just a ruin our whole childhood.
Let me see. He's
Ever
not
go out
here.
and
When
play
the
in the
fuck's that?
ruins?
Once.
Oh, here it
but I
is
never
over here.
wanted
He's
to go back.
sleeping.
Just ugly gray concrete, rusted metal. The jungle is so much
So this is
more
Hoyt
beautiful.
over here. So
It
you're
was the
gonna
first
you're gonna
of
interact
Black's
with Hoyt a
Westerners
little
put on
bit
the island.
when you first.
We were sure it was haunted.
See, now we can actually do all these, but I don't want to do these because I don't want to spoil anything for you.
Later, brother. Later.
See, I couldn't scroll through those before.
As far as I'm concerned,
So, but
Sentinel can
yeah,
have
so
that
this is where
one.
you're gonna find
The
out
only
more
thing on the island I
clues
don't mind
about,
repeating.
Yeah, let the ghost.
where Weaver is. So that's what's going on here. So yeah, other than the characters are a continuation from the other game, don't expect anything as far as the other game. It's a lot of fun, but it's very, very, very hard. I'm playing on extreme mode, and the enemies are real good. I mean, once they spot you, man, it's on. You know what I mean? They cloak. They have anti-jammers. The wolf dudes, once they come out there, or the two-armed drones that come after you and shoot you up. Oh my god. But anyways, I want to stop this video and then do one outside and sort of take you around a little bit later on. I don't want to make these too long. I was actually going to break these down, but it's just as easy to do the whole thing, let you guys watch this. So until I see you in the next video series here, as far as I can take you around the island a little bit and show you what the hell is going on, or explain, take you out on a mission or something here, explain a little bit more to you. This is Sergeant Nick Fury. Addy, soldiers.